Hi, I'm Gene Dugan, owner of Grumpy's of Pottstown. Tonight I'm going to do a simple creamy bourbon chicken with mushrooms, and I'm going to do it for six, and all it's for six basic. Let me just show a basic formula, and that's it. What you want to do is get pan hot. You want to add 2 tablespoons of butter in the beginning. Okay, we'll get that hot here. As that's going down, you want to add some oil to it, extra virgin olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. The reason why you do that is because it increases the temperature of the thing. Is you don't want to just add the butter there and all of a sudden it burns like hell and you see it burning. As that's going, you got to make sure you're listening to it at the same time. I'm going to beat my meat here, okay? Shit, sorry. And the reason why you want to beat your meat, or your chicken over here, is you're trying to make it even. It's plate, because your plate coverage, you're breaking the tendons up, it's tenderize it. At the same time, you're trying to even out the cooking. Like the thinner part is where it'll cook up quicker. When you pound this out, everything will be evenly cooked. Okay? You want to just a little salt and pepper to the pan. So I'm going to check my pan over here. Don't worry, this pan's been around for 48 years. It's been in my household, and I'm still older than 12 years older than that pan is. You want to do a little dusting of flour. There's 2 reasons you want to dust a little bit of flour. First of all, you don't want to dust a lot of flour because the meat itself will get gummy when you sear it off, and all. The meat will be very gummy, be like toothpaste in your mouth. Okay, you want to just lightly dust it. Okay, get the pan hot and all. And another thing, the flour enhances it to thicken up in the sauce. Okay, and it sears in and locks in the juices of the chicken. So you want to do this, get this nice and hot. Okay. So you want to get the pan, and this is going to take approximately 10-15 minutes in the pan. If you're going, I'm using skinless chicken breast, which is mostly people that don't want to use the skin because it's too fatty, but to me it's freaking the flavor and all. But if you're going to use skin, make sure the skin's side down. It's going to take about 10-15 minutes longer if you have a bone in it too. Okay, so you want to, I don't know if you can hear it. In my old age, I can still freaking hear it. Okay, you want to get it nice and thin. Get a nice little golden pan on it. And all. As that's going, you want to take that up, clean up a little bit, clean your mess up. And all. As it's cooking, you want to get nice and hot, nice and brown on the outside, season it up. As it's going, occasionally you want to baste it with some of the bourbon. Okay? I'm kind of apprehensive just dumping on there because the flame can shoot back at you, an explosion. When I was in school one time, one of the tableside kids did not take it off the flame. The flame just literally went off the bottle and exploded. You want to add just a little bit of bourbon on top of it. You know what I mean? Just to get a little bit of flavor in there. Keep it basted a little bit so the bourbon can be enhanced the flavor in the chicken. Okay, so you got this. Let that go. Okay, a couple more minutes. Well, there's my wife's little notes because last time I did a menu, I screwed it up because I gave the wrong recipe. So now I have these little things going on. You know what I mean? To me, cooking is not an exact science. Only exact science is baking. Cooking is you're cooking to have an idea, but you're cooking to your taste buds. You know what I mean? And that's how I look at things. See this? Nice and crispy on the outside. Okay. That's there it goes. I'm gonna let them cook a little bit longer like that. And get some more liquid, some more bourbon. And I don't drink whiskey, to be honest with you. I'm a beer drinker, so I don't really give a crap about it. You know, I don't like alcohol. Keep on going with it. And let it reduce, the alcohol reduce, but the sugars in the bourbon. It'll stay there and give it a nice little flavor. Okay. And then when you finish with this, sorry, I got the wrong pan. It's a big ass pan I have here. But what you want to do is take it, and I have the oven on 200 degrees. Take the chicken. I'll do a little more. See how it is? See how that chicken is? Nice and brown. Because as soon as you sear it, and the juices won't dry out as long. I'm going to give it one more lap of whiskey. I did about a third of a cup for the six servings. I'm going to just go like this. Then I'll get that going. Put that to the side. That side there. Okay. I'm going to get my wife beater out of the way. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's not Raging Bull. Okay, so you want to go. And I'm going to pour off the juices out there on top of it. Just save the flavor and all. And then I divided the butter earlier. So I'm going to take the butter, throw it in there, let it melt. Okay, some of the bourbon in there. I got a little bit of bourbon left in here. So I'll let that go down a little bit. And let the mushrooms. I'm sorry. You want to scrape up all the freaking flavor. You add the mushrooms, let them sweat. Mushrooms carry a lot of water in them. And when I make my mushroom soup, I'd be honest with you, know how to make the stock? I just throw a freaking pound of butter in it. I do a box of butter, which is between 5 to 10 pounds of butter. Mushrooms. Cover it. There's my mushroom soup. Burr mix it. I'm done. It's easy. Cooking to me is easy. You don't want to clean up, and you don't want to work any harder than you do. Make it simple and make it good and consistent. Okay, as that's going, okay, I'm going to get some excess, a little bit of bourbon left in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little salt and pepper in the mushrooms. The reason why is since there's a lot of water, salt will extract a lot of the moisture from the mushrooms, make a little thing, and I'm going to do this next. We'll build a cup of heavy cream. I'm going to reduce it, and what you want to do is reduce it. I'm not going to miss anything. Get a little flavor there. Get a little drunk when you drink that and eat it. Okay. And let it reduce. You want to stir it up a little bit. You want to get all the scraps of the mushrooms up. Okay. And then there's two things you can do. You let it, put the chicken back in, put it in the oven for about maybe 300 degrees. Right, let it cook in there. We'll let it take the chicken you have in there, put it in there, give it the flavor. Make sure you put these juices in there. That's where the freaking flavor's at, man. Okay. And then even if you don't want to do this, what you can do is you can get a freaking can of mushroom gravy and throw the freak in there. But this is more challenging. You want to let it reduce, and all. What I'm going to do is I put it in a 300 oven. I let it in there for about maybe 10-15 minutes. And here's the final product. One of the recipes I have, it calls for green onions in there. To me, I'm putting the green onions in there. If you screw it up, it's going to black and it's going to look like burnt. And also, I'm going to just put a little bit of chives in there and all. And I finish a finished product ahead of time. And here it is. Just a little cheese. Okay, done. Boom.